Good morning. Welcome to day 19 of Red Letter Advent. We hope that your Advent is progressing well, that you are full of joy. We've already visited and unboxed hope. We've unboxed peace. And now we're unboxing joy, which will lead us to unbox love. And finally, on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we get to unbox Christ, the greatest gift of all. There's a progression through Advent. Hope is what actually gives us peace. Peace is what leads us to joy. And joy comes when we are fully realizing and living in the love of God. So we're on joy this week, and love's around the corner. Now, your challenge for yesterday in the Red Letter Advent was to unpack the three gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh, with some scriptural study to look up some verses and help you understand these three gifts and to ponder the three gifts. Well, it's a question that I get asked a lot this time of year and at Epiphany when we're talking about the coming of the Magi. People ask me, why did they bring those gifts? What was the significance of those gifts? Well, everyone's got their theories, everyone got their ideas of what the gifts are. First, one thing you need to be aware of is this is God's provision to get them ready to go into Egypt. He brings some wealth to them so that they have some means to get by. But the particular gifts have different meanings. This is one set that I've hung on to over the years and kind of keep as my focus of the gifts. First is the gold. It symbolizes Jesus' status as the King of the Jews and his kingship that transcends earthly rulers. It's a royal, a regal gift given for a king. Gold, frankincense, not Frankenstein, frankincense, which represents Jesus' divinity and identity as the Son of God. In the Old Testament, frankincense was often burned in the temple as an offering to God. So here is the divine Son of God being given some frankincense, some incense worthy of God. And last but not least is myrrh, a very expensive gift. And myrrh foreshadowed Jesus' death. Myrrh was commonly used to embalm bodies. None of these gifts were inexpensive. They were all costly gifts and rare gifts, even at the time of Jesus. But these gifts were given out of joy. We talked yesterday about how much joy the wise men had, that exceedingly great joy. They rejoiced exceedingly with great joy, right? They were joyful. They were so thankful to be able to give these gifts to the infant king. Now, of course, this brings up that other puzzling quandary of the Christmas story, and that is how many magi were there? We don't know. We just know there were three gifts. There could have been two bad magi that brought three gifts. There could have been six magi that brought three gifts. We just don't know. We're pretty sure from the text that it was multiple, that it wasn't just a single magi, but that it was a group of magi and a group, probably an entourage with them, some other servants and someone to take care of the camels and, water the donkeys and whatever else they brought with them. So it was quite a group. And they probably made quite a stir when they came. But when they opened those gifts, I bet there was joy all around. Well, our verse today on joy: you make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. You make known to me the path of life. God has shown us our path of life. We read in the Old Testament, has he not shown you, O man, what he desires of you? Yes, he has. He's shown us the way in which we should go. Your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Yes, you make known to me the path of life, and in the presence of God, following that path where God is with us and present, there is joy. And that joy is not short lived. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore. When we are seated in paradise, there will be pleasures forevermore. That's a promise. And when it's a promise that Jesus made, well, that's a promise you can take to the bank. Although I don't think the bank really wants your promises. But you could take it to the bank and you could tell the teller about the joy that you have about the Christ who is coming. Well, continue on your journey, good friend, and we hope to see you at our Advent worships and as we get ready to unbox the greatest gift of all. But for now, we'll just say goodbye and we'll see you tomorrow morning.